Hi, I'm Phil. Welcome to Pretty Good Cooking. Today's episode we filmed quite some time ago when we visited Urban Artifact. So this is one more episode with our buddy Josh, where we actually talked about the barrel aging program, which was really cool. I hope you enjoyed today's episode, and I wanted to give a quick shout out to Urban Artifact's subscription service. Which, every company has a subscription service, but I happily signed up for it as soon as it came out. Because one of the cool things about Urban Artifact is they have new beers every month. And the subscription service is an easy way of making sure that I get to try them all. Something really to look forward through COVID in particular. I think you might like it. As a result, my friends make fun of me for being a fanboy because I literally have a fridge full of Urban Artifact all the time. But they also don't mind helping themselves to those beers. So, hope you enjoy. Hi, I'm Phil.
Hi, I'm Josh.
Welcome to Pretty Good Cooking. Today we're going to talk about barrel-aged beers. Happens to be Josh's job. He's the head of the barrel program. Barrel-aged program or just barrel program?
It doesn't really matter.
Well, what is it?
I was going to say wood aged, but that's...
Wood Age. The Wood Age program. Here at Urban Artifact in Cincinnati. We're actually off-site. The brewery is across the street, and we're in this crazy warehouse.
I'm not sure who owns this building, but we rent the space from them. Cool. And store all of our barrels over here, because we just don't have room in where we produce the beer.
That makes sense.
And it's a lot of barrels. It's like 160, 170 of them.
Really? It doesn't even feel it. I mean, it's really cool, but it doesn't...
I know, it doesn't feel like that many when we're all stacked like that.
Here's a really dumb question. You ever play video games?
Yeah.
There's a video game that I really like. It's an old one. It's a Super Mario RPG for the Super Nintendo.
Yeah.
And near the end of that game, there's literally a mini game where you have to guess how many barrels are stacked up. But it's like one of those isometric games, so you can't see all the barrels. And I'm terrible at it. I cannot figure out how many goddamn barrels are there. Anyways, so we're here. We're here with all these barrels. We talked a little bit about. Did we talk about barrel age that much? Did we?
I don't remember.
So, Josh.
Yes.
What's a barrel aged beer?
It is a beer that we've just aged in some sort of oak barrel. That's really all it is. So
why is that good?
It imparts a flavor that is really difficult to get otherwise. A little bit of oxygen intrusion allows the beer to age kind of superficially quickly. And then there are flavors that are contributed by oak or the spirits that are in it beforehand. So a lot of these are like this, where they're red wine barrels. Those kind of flavors complement sour beer to begin with. So a lot of like sharp bitterness character or like tanginess that comes from the oak. Same thing from bourbon barrels. Bourbon barrels you can expect to get a little more like coconut, vanilla, caramel flavors, whereas these it's going to be like tannic oak and
you
wine
said
flavors.
You said sharp bitterness?
Yes.
What is that?
Wine-like. That's all it is. Yeah.
Wine flavor.
Yeah. Wine. Yeah. Wine.
Got it. Okay. Well, cool. How long do you age beers typically in a barrel?
So most of our beers are between like 1 and 3 years.
You said something about a dino beer. What is that?
Yeah, so dinosaur beers that we make are a line of spontaneously fermented beers, are just a matter of intensity fruit beer. So the most popular one we have is probably Bipalosaurus, and it's boysenberries. And so the Midwest fruit tarts, we might put up to 3 pounds per gallon of fruit in. These are between 5 and 7.
Wow.
Yeah.
So a lot more fruit.
Yes, yeah. So all the fruit is basically what set that parameter was how much fruit we could fit into this and then how much beer we could fit into it afterwards.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. So that's been our limiting factor so far. And we just bought new tanks, so we're gonna try like a little more intensity and try aging afterwards in barrels. So we're gonna see how that goes, because right now it's a pain to separate beer from fruit inside of this.
In the barrel.
Yes, in the barrel.
That makes sense.
Yeah. There's really intense, spontaneously fermented sour fruit beers. Probably more closer to wine than beer at this point.
Okay. How do you separate the fruit from the beer in a barrel? What is that process? Are you throwing it through a colander? What are you doing?
I had to make an inverse colander to get it out. They sell...
Like a big scoop?
Kind of. I made a tube that fits down into the barrel.
Yeah.
But is covered with a screen.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's kind of it's got a tight screen on it that prevents fruit from flowing into it, but like liquid can seep into it. So it's a slow process, and we lose a lot of beer, but it's not great. It's not bad. That's what I meant. It's not bad. It sucks. But it's not bad.
Take your word for it. All right, cool. Well, should we check out some barrels? What should we do next?
Yeah, we should. So a lot of our barrels are from 2016, was the first year they were introduced to the program. But we have some ones from like 2015, which were the earliest ones, and up to this year. But unlike most breweries, one thing we'll do is reuse barrels over and over and over again until basically we can't use them anymore, or they stop putting out beer that that tastes good. So yeah, let's give this. So this sort of is from 2016.
What is it?
Negative pressure. This is empty.
Damn.
This one's empty.
Another one.
We'll see, huh? Although it has recently gotten colder, so honestly, what I think it is there's a vacuum on these. Nope, this is for real empty. Okay. I don't know where the full ones are. We have to keep moving this stuff around because there's no space in here. Goddamn.
It's really in there.
Yeah. Okay. I don't know what this is. This is not the color I was expecting.
That's encouraging. This is exciting stuff, guys. Straight from the barrel.
A mystery.
It could be really bad.
That is exactly what I want to hear from the head brewer.
Like I said, we throw away a lot of bad beer.
It's like the old saying, you gotta break a few eggs to make an omelet. You gotta brew a few barrels of garbage to make a salad beer.
That's honestly, it's kind of like how we've gotten to the point that we have, is by like owning like mistakes.
Sure.
Just over and over and over again.
Sure. Should I just try it, or should...
It's not. No, it's fine. It tastes fine, but like, it was just not what I was hoping it was going to be. Most of what I have in here at this point, at this time of the year, is like base beer ready to have fruit added to it.
I was gonna say it doesn't taste too crazy.
No, it's just really like, it's just not as tart as I was hoping it to be. So I'm in the process of just producing a bunch of like base barrel aged beer for adding fruit to while it's cold. It has to be done while it's cold so we don't get the really shitty off flavors.
Do you taste the barrel, Phil?
Yeah, I mean a little bit. I mean, yeah, I taste the barrel. I've been so overloaded with like crazy flavors here that this is like, oh, well, okay.
Yeah, it's pretty mild comparatively.
What a regular beer.
Like I said earlier, we have like 160, 170 barrels and turn them over about once a year.
Oh, cool. Any other thoughts on barrel aging? This is your job.
Yeah.
Your craft.
Yeah. So right now we're adding fruit and beer to barrels and then letting it age for about 4 months and then pulling the beer off the barrels. So the beer itself will age for like over a year, but only contact with fruit time is like 4 months. So we're trying to switch the process around to get better quality beer. And what we're going to do is use these like big tanks behind you and add fruit to beer in there. And then once that's sat on there for a month or two, press the beer out and then add it to barrels. So that way we're not having to separate fruit in from the from the beer in here.
I understand now.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
And then so we can more finely control like the aging process. So that's the big change we've got coming out. But like other than that, no, it's pretty stable, and we're getting more into maintenance and manufacturing than we are like experimentation, like we have been for the past few years at this point.
Cool. I mean, that means you're probably like scaling up, and
Yes,
you
yeah.
found some things that resonate well.
Yeah.
You're still gonna push the envelope. You're still gonna make salad beers, but like you also like you've found that niche, and scaling up's good.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's exciting.
Yeah, I'm happy about it.
Well, thanks for talking to us about barrel aged beers.
Absolutely. Yeah, I'm happy to.
You could tell you instead of me, because I don't know. Say that's how you do it. That's how we end a lot.
That's how you do it.
That was it.
That's how you do it. Not that I would know.
Bye.